Hey Tubies, it's Psychic Bob. Well, it is so awesome to be with you guys. Well, I'm sitting here today looking at this beautiful cut crystal bowl. Is this not beautiful or what? You know, recently it's been so cold and I've been setting my Sabbath altar. You know, we had it set for Yule with the tree and now we're getting towards Imbolc. So I'm shifting the altar to be more of a winter themed altar rather than a Yule altar. And I thought ice is kind of part of this time of year because we always have ice storms where I live. So I thought I was going to set the altar with like kind of ice symbols. And I thought this bowl would be kind of cool because it's kind of like ice, you know? It sparkles and it's clear. It looks a lot like ice. Anyways, I want to show this to you. This is one of my favorite pieces of cut glass. This is an old bowl, and it dates from the early 1900s. It's over 100 years old. It dates from the what's called the American Brilliant Cut Glass period. And believe it or not, this was made in the United States around the early 1900s, and it's all hand cut. Artisans would mold glass and then they take saws and they cut the designs. It's a work of art. Isn't that just beautiful? It sparkles like a diamond. And as you can see, the beautiful incision work in the glass. And if you've ever held hand-cut glass, it feels beautiful. Anyways, I'm thinking about incorporating this into my altar. What do you think? Is it a pretty bowl? Do you guys like it? Anyways, just want to show this to you. That's one of my favorite pieces. Well, I am so glad you're here. Well, today is Tuesday, and you know that means it's time for messages from the spirit world. I'm so glad you're here. I'm sorry my lighting is off. My big lamp is having some problems. So, and plus I'm getting this out late, so I don't have natural daylight right now. It's been a busy day for Psychic Bob. I've been at the office all day and doing readings. And I want to say thank you. Thank you to all of you who've been coming out for private sessions. It's been a busy time, and I really appreciate it. For those of you who are new here, I am a full-time professional psychic medium. And if you want to get on my schedule for a private reading, you can do that. And you know my private readings, it's you and me for a full hour, one-on-one. And we cover everything from your past lives, your present situation, future issues. We cover spirit guides, karmic links, life themes. Oh my gosh, so much. Messages from the deceased, all of that. So if you want to book a private hour with me, and you know, hey, it's New Year's. What a great time to invest in a private reading. I always say an investment in a reading is an investment in yourself. So I'd love the chance to read for you guys. I am getting a high volume of calls and letters. So if you've been trying to reach me, we've had some phone issues. I think the phones are back now. And I'd love the chance to read for you, okay? You can call my office at 571-483-2112, or if you're having phone problems there, you can also write to me at my official email, which is readings@robert-hickman.com. I'm going to put the link in the info box below, so reach out to me. We can do a private session if you'd like, and I do that by telephone, in person, or Skype, okay? So, yeah, we can make that happen. Well, today is messages from the spirit world. For those of you who are new, by the way, welcome to all the new subscribers. We've had a lot of new people in the last few weeks. This is something we do every Tuesday. Tuesday is Messages Day. And just to answer some quick questions, it is absolutely free to be on Messages from the spirit world. There is no charge. People are writing me saying, how much do I pay to get on Messages? Nothing. $0. Absolutely free. This is my gift to the YouTube community. It's kind of like my community service. So I welcome you. Now, I do have to be honest, I get hundreds of letters, so bear with me. I may not get to you right away. And if I don't get to your letter right away, please don't be angry at me. I'm only one person, and I'm trying the best I can. But I always say, listen to everybody's letters, even if yours doesn't get called, because spirit could work through somebody else's message to speak to you. And many times they'll do that. You'll hear a letter, and you're like, oh my God, that's my situation. You know what? Listen to that, even if it's not your letter, because that could also be for you. The spirit wants to reach as many people as they can. So I appreciate you being here and appreciate your patience. Well, we're going to get into the letters here in just a minute. But before we do that, I thought if we could all just settle down, let's just take a moment, center ourselves, and let's attune to the spirit world. Okay, I hear my spirit guide Fletcher back here. He says hello to all of you. All right, our first letter today is from Christian Castillo. Hello, Christian. Christian writes this, hey, my friend, which direction do you suggest I go with my career? Are there any big opportunities coming my way in 2018? Thanks, love and light, Bob. Hi, Christian. Good questions. I have to tell you right now, when I step into your vibration, I'm getting a lot of orange light around you and also blue. Orange light means that you're an artistic person. You have a lot of creative energy. Blue means that you have the gift of communication. And I feel like for you right now, the thing that you want to focus on in your career is really being open to work that allows you to be more creative. You have actually one of your life themes is an artist theme. Having an artist theme means that you cannot be locked into kind of a rigid job with a lot of roles. It's not going to work for you. Be open to work that's much more dynamic. I really feel like in your future there's an independent business, like you create your own business. I think this is where you're going to go. 2018 also shows some yellow, which means education around you. And I do feel like you may be going back to do some extra schooling. Even if you don't go to formal classes, I'd like you to work with people that are business owners and get some mentoring, because I feel like you have a lot of talent, but you may need some help in the technical side. But I do feel 2018 is a year for you to launch out and start your own business. I would encourage you to be open to something that's artistic. Now, it doesn't mean you have to be a painter, though you could do that. But artistic work could take the form of, for example, being a photographer, okay, being a journalist where you travel and study and tell stories. It can also take the form for you, like, for example, of starting your own kind of gallery where you bring in other artists and sell their work and promote it. Anything that's in the creative field is really where I think you're going to do the best right now. And so I would encourage you, and I do encourage you, to pursue something that has an artistic edge to it. That could even be, for example, something as modern as, like, for example, doing website development, graphic design, and websites. Really, you've got great visual skills, and I feel like you know how to mix technology and innovation and vision and artistic power. This is where you're going to have the most success, okay? Hope that makes some sense to you. Thanks for writing. Blessings to you. Oh, by the way, yes, and in 2018, I want you to watch also the month of March. This shows a breakthrough time where you're really getting some partnership. Somebody wants to work with you and help you go forward. So month of March is going to be significant. But until then, definitely be pursuing things. Explore opportunities, explore learning, explore the artistic side, okay? Thanks for writing. All right, our next letter is from Hayden Burgess. Hello, Hayden. Hayden writes this, hi, Bob. What are my past lives, and what messages do my spirit guides have for me? Blessings to you from Hayden. Hello, Hayden. Well, hon, I got to tell you, when I step into your frequency, your old soul, it's like your lifetimes go back. I'm getting literally hundreds of lives moving around you. But they're showing me one life in particular is very important. This is one of your more recent past lives. Looks like you have a connection to the 1920s, 1930s time period. You were a woman in that time. And what's interesting is you were part of the old Hollywood. You were actually in California working in the film industry. And this is important because it means that you carry a lot of, also, like our former person, artistic energy on your soul. And I feel like one of the reasons you're back is to kind of, one, live a longer life and to express something. I feel like there is future media work here coming around you. And in your last life, unfortunately, you died young. And it looks like, and I hate to say it now, remember, this is the past life, so don't get upset. But it looks like you were kind of a radical woman. You were one of those flapper type girls. So you were drinking and partying. It looks like you had alcohol poisoning and it killed you. And so you're back. And in this life, I do see you living longer. I don't see you going down the addiction road. And in fact, I think in this life, you're almost going to abhor alcohol. And that's past life stuff. But I do see you having a media connection in your future. And I feel like it's tied to your past lives in Hollywood. And had you lived on, and stayed in Hollywood and hadn't died so young, I do think you would have actually become somebody famous, like a movie star. At the time, you were more kind of one of the, people that was kind of a up and coming, and you had some small roles, but you didn't live long enough to manifest that. And I do feel you're back, You are carrying an artist theme, and Fletcher said a performer theme. So definitely you're meant to be in front of the camera, not behind the camera. Okay. And so this is an important lifetime for you. And I think 2018 starts to open up a lot of that creativity. And I feel like, when you're meditating, I want you to do some research on the 1920s and 1930s film industry. This will help bring back some of that past life memory, because up until your death, it was actually a really positive life. So even though you were while you had fun, you enjoyed it, and you are back and you can have fun this time in this life too. But this time you don't, have to have such extremes. And I don't really see you going to extremes. I think you have the right balance now. Okay. So, anyways, also around you, yeah, you ask about spirit guides here. I also pick up around you 2 spirit guides. One of them, and I'm not joking, I'm really serious, is Lana Turner. I keep hearing this lady, and I'm like, what is this voice? And she said, tell her I'm helping her. Tell her I'm helping her. I'm like, who is this? Then I realized, oh my God, it sounds like Lana Turner. So Lana Turner, and I asked her, is this Lana Turner? She said, yes. Lana Turner is one of your spirit guides, okay? I want you to spend some time talking to her and asking her to give you, her presence, give you her help, okay? I also get another guide around you. His name is Jack. And Jack looks like he's dressed in like 1930s clothes. I believe Jack was like a kind of a stagehand or like a set decorator. And he just says that he used to work with you as well. He's connected to your past, but now he's a spirit guide. And so he's kind of protecting you. He watches out for you, keeps you out of danger. And he said to tell you, he said in the last life, he said, I warned her not to go to that party and she didn't listen. So he's kind of an overseer and he's going to keep you from doing anything that's crazy. Okay. But you've got Lana Turner, literally. And if you don't know who she is, I want you to look her up. She's talking to me. Lana Turner, and you got this other guy, Jack. I didn't get his last name. He just says, tell her it's Jack. That's all he gives me, okay? But they're working with you, and they're going to help you to manifest your new beginning in 2018. Thanks for writing. I hope that helps. All right, our next letter is from Gaza Kav. Hello, Gaza. Gaza's a regular here. Gaza writes and says, Bob, I need your help. I have a friend named Marie who recently had a cyst removed from her ovary. She is stressed because the doctor said that he may have to remove her ovaries next. Could you give Marie a message from the spirit world? Many thanks, Gary. Hi, Gary. Oh, it's always stressful when these doctors start saying stuff like that. I want to just step here into Marie's vibration. Give me just a moment as I move into her light. I want to scan through her body. Now, Gary, I have to say by law I cannot legally give medical advice, but I would encourage you to encourage her, and if you can, take her to another doctor. The reason I say that, as I'm scanning through her body, I am getting green light around her, particularly around the ovarian and the womb area, which does tell me she is still healing and that she's been through a struggle there. The good thing is green light tells me that the healing is taking. And so she's not struggling, because if she was having worse problems, I would get a lot of red or black there. And I don't get that. I'm getting predominantly just pure green light, which means that whatever she's been doing, it has started the healing process. I have to tell you, I don't see a need to remove her ovaries. I'm not getting cancer there. I do get inflammation in the fallopian tubes, and I do feel like she has painful cycle. But I don't feel removal of the ovaries is what's causing this. What I'd like you to ask her to do is have a different doctor look at her from a place of anti-inflammatories. I feel like it's the ovary got the cyst because the fallopian tube was irritated and it created inflammation in the ovary. And I feel that the ovary formed a cyst as a defense against whatever was going on in the fallopian tube. So I don't think, there's going to be probably another doctor who's going to say, oh, she has to have a full hysterectomy also. I really don't see that. I feel like her current doctor he's trying to be cautious. He's viewing it as, oh, it's precancerous. I don't see that. I don't see cancer manifesting. But I do feel that she needs to get inflammation under control. And so I would like you to take her to a doctor. If you can get a naturopathic physician, this would really help her. And I feel like they would be able to give her some medicine that would reduce that inflammation, facilitate healing, and really help her to move into a better place. From a natural remedy also, I keep being shown the gemstone. It looks like it's orange calcite. And I'd like you to get an orange calcite and have her lay it in that area over the fallopian tube area. This will stimulate the sacral chakra, which is in that area, and promote healing. I feel like her chakra's energy is a little weak. And that orange stone, that stone, orange calcite, will raise the vibration and start some healing for her, okay? But definitely she needs to see another doctor because she is going to need some medicine, some anti-inflammatories. And ask them to focus on stuff that lowers inflammation in the fallopian tube area. That's going to help her, okay? So let her know she's not dying, okay? I don't see death. I don't see cancer. And what's that? Fletcher just said something. Yes. Fletcher said that she's got a spirit around her as well that's guiding and protecting her. She has an angel. Okay. What is her angel's name? Okay. She has an angel around her named Miriam. So Miriam is her guardian angel, and she's helping bring her into a place of healing and strength, okay? So pass that on to her. Miriam's helping her. She's not dying. I don't see cancer. But she does need to get a different doctor with a different opinion and focus on healing the fallopian tube inflammation, okay? Hope that helps. God bless you. God bless her. Send my greetings. Thank you so much. All right. Our next letter is from Rachel Goldsmith. Rachel writes, Dear Marquis of Montross. Oh, that's my new title, by the way. I received another title of nobility recently for Christmas. I was made a Marquis. So I do hold the title Marquis of Montross. That's all on my website now. You can read about that. But she says, I enjoy your recent videos. Thank you so much. I'm curious about 2018. I feel like I'm stuck in a rut and not sure which path to take. I feel like I'm waiting for someone or something. Thank you. All the best for 2018. Hi, Rachel. Hon, I have to tell you, when I step into your frequency, you know what I get around you? It's interesting. I get 2 shades of gray light. I get a dark gray light around you, and then I get a lighter shade of gray. What this is nothing ominous, but dark gray light is definitely that rut energy, and it means like I'm just frozen, I don't see anything, I'm not feeling inspired. Light gray light comes in, and I want you to watch here. This is going to be probably around, looks like mid-February. From mid-February forward, there's a whole shift in energy. Light gray light means that you're coming out of the holding pattern, and it means gentle change for you. It also is a sign that you want to be gentle with yourself. I have to be honest with you, when I step back over, last year through 2017, I feel like you've been putting pressure on yourself, like I have to do more, I have to be better. From a psychic place, I'm feeling like you're beating yourself up. And this is what slowed down some of your energy. I also see around you a new energy cycle starting here. And I want you to watch, because as we get into mid-February, I feel like you're starting into a new 4-year energy pattern here. Now, people can have different years, 5, 10, 15, doesn't matter. But 4 is important around you right now because this is a new time. It's like a new beginning. I keep being shown education around you, and I feel like in 2018 you are going to do some schooling, and I would encourage you to be thinking in terms of something that's more creative. I feel that you have very strong gifts in communication. I also feel that you have very strong artistic energy, and I feel like if you could focus on, going down those paths, that's going to bring you a lot more joy. Fletcher keeps saying that you're a natural channel, and I do feel that you're channeling messages literally from the star system, the star people. And I feel like 2018, if you would open your channeling and start writing down messages that you receive, this will strengthen your psychic power. And I do see this leading to greater joy for you. I do feel that you have a writer in you as well. So that communicator energy will manifest in the form of writing for you. And I think if you were to do writings, maybe start a blog or do even a YouTube channel where you talk about messages from the Pleiadians and the star people, this is going to open up a whole new level of life and energy for you. And I think 2018 is very much a psychic year for you. So if you're open to that creative energy, that channeling energy, that artistic energy, oh, you'll be out of the rut, believe me. Because when they start connecting with you through the channeling, it's powerful release and it'll be joyful for you. Okay, so I don't want you to give up here. You know, in terms of who you're waiting for, I have to be honest, in terms of relationship right now, I do feel there's some holding energy in the emotional area around you. But what they're showing me is that you're coming into a time where your first connections are going to be to the star people, the Pleiadians, and I believe the Arcturians as well are around you. Because I'm being shown blue-skinned people, which I believe are Arcturians. And Fletcher said the angelic class of Arcturians. So you have the Arcturians that are angelic as well as Pleiadians. So I want you to say, when you say, I feel like I'm waiting for somebody, you literally are. They're waiting for you to connect with them. And your sense is that what you're feeling is that they want to connect with you. So I want you every day to sit down. I want you to open that channel. Just sit, close your eyes, let light come through you, and start asking them to transmit. And believe me, they will keep a notepad by you, and you can write down everything they start telling you. Don't worry if you understand it. You might even get weird symbols and say, what the hell is this? It might look like hieroglyphics, but later on people will see it and they'll say, oh my God, that's Arcturian writing. Did you know that? See, so be open to that channeling process. That's going to really open your energy. And I feel like now you're coming to a time where that can really manifest, okay? I hope that helps a little bit. Thank you for writing. Blessings to you. Let me know what happens, okay? All right. Thank you. Okay, let's see here. Oh, here's another letter. This letter is from KF. And KF says, Hi, Psychic Bob. Dear Bob, keep doing what you are doing. I've been watching for years now. Oh, thank you, KF. Can you tell me what spirits are around me? And what do they have to say to me? Hey, KF. Well, you know, it's fascinating because when I step into your vibration, I literally am seeing cities that look like futuristic cities. And Fletcher says to tell you, he said, these are images of ancient Atlantis. And he says that you have a soul connection, past lives to Atlantis, and that around you are the ascended masters from Atlantis. I keep getting 3 people around you, and they're literally, they look like twins, almost like a trinity, but they're filled with light, and they're saying, we are the guides from Atlantis. And they keep saying, we are her ascended ones from Atlantis. So they just keep calling themselves the ascended ones. But they are telling me that they're around you. And they keep saying that this year for you is a year for you to look back within. They keep saying this last year you've been distracted. It's like the outer world has had your focus. And they're saying now it's time to go back within. So this is a good time to start a regular meditation regimen, routine. This is going to help things get going. This council also says that you're being called to the greater work. That's the words they're using, the greater work. And I do feel this is connected to light work. I do believe you are being called into being a light worker. They keep showing like light coming from your hands. So I do believe you have some healer power. And also, similar to Rachel before, you're a bit of a channel. And I do believe the Atlanteans want to channel through you. You might do vocal channeling. I think you'll do some healing and also some writing. So that's what they're asking me to tell you. And just call them up, say Atlantean Council, you know, Atlantean Ascended Ones, help me. And you're going to start a connection that's going to transform 2018 for you. Okay? Thanks for writing. Thanks for watching all these years too. I appreciate it. You know, guys, I've been on YouTube. Do you believe it's been 10 years now? I think it was in 2007 that I started, 2008, 7 or 8. I have to look it up, but it's going on 10 years. It's hard to believe, isn't it? Where does a decade go? And look, I'm still here. All right. And we got another letter here. This is from Adriana Kovacs. Hi, Adriana. And she writes, Hi, Bob. I was pregnant recently and decided not to have this child. I regret it so much, and now I want to get pregnant again. Can you see if there are any messages from the spirit of the child who wanted to be born to me? Can they come back? How many other children do you see for me? Thank you, Adriana. Oh, Adriana, hon, I want to give you a big hug in spirit, okay? You know, whenever we go through a time like that, like where we have to end a pregnancy or we lose a child in any way, whether we plan it or we don't plan it, it's hard. First thing I want you to do before we talk about anything else is I want you to know that nobody is condemning you. You know, when you have to choose to terminate a pregnancy, it's one of the hardest choices. But what a lot of people do, a lot of people judge people. They say, oh, you did an abortion, you did this. Ignore them. To have a child actually takes a three-party agreement. It takes the father, the mother, and the spirit of the child. And if any one of those three are not in harmony with that coming incarnation, then the incarnation will not happen. I have to tell you, when I step into the whole energy dynamic around that pregnancy, I don't feel honestly that either you or the father were truly ready for that. And had you not terminated the pregnancy, I'm going to be honest with you, I feel that the child would have sensed the timing is not right and would have left anyways. And you would have had a miscarriage. So please don't beat yourself up. You can't change it. And it would have happened that way anyways. The child would have left. And in a way, you preserved yourself from further trauma, because if you'd had a miscarriage, imagine how horrific that had been. You could have actually hemorrhaged to death. You may not have been in a hospital. It could have been very horrific. And so things always happen ultimately the way they're supposed to. And I want you to know you're a beautiful person. You are loved. You are not evil. Don't beat yourself up. Don't let anybody else beat you up. So you see, as I said, it takes three people. Now, I pick up around you that there is a spirit of a boy. The child you were going to have was going to be a boy, okay? I keep hearing him say, I'm okay. And he said he knew coming in that it was a tenable situation. It wasn't set. So he took a risk. He said, well, maybe I'll enter into the body. But actually, during that time that you were pregnant, he wasn't fully in the body. He was in and he was out. He wasn't sure he was going to stay. And so part of what led you to that termination was, on a soul level, you kind of already knew that he wasn't fully committed. He knew he wasn't committed. The father wasn't really fully invested or committed. And so none of the three were in harmony. So you actually kind of moved that along in the direction it would have gone naturally, okay? And I keep hearing him say, it's okay, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure. So this child is a male, has no anger at you. He said that because he came from the spirit world, he still had a remembrance of the spirit world. You know, children remember the spirit world. They know that they're eternal beings until they get about 3 or 4, when they start to close that down. When they go into school around 5 at kindergarten, they totally lose their connection to the spirit. Now, our society just shuts that down, unfortunately. But the good thing is your child was still in a place where he had consciousness of the spirit. So to him, to be in the body or be out of the body really was no big deal. And I feel that when you had the termination, he wasn't even in the body. So it's not like he was going through anything. He was already in the spirit world watching it. And he knew that, that chance to incarnate was going to end. And he was okay with it. Interestingly, I keep hearing him talk. He said, oh, tell her that she's not done. I'll be back. And he said that he's bringing a sister with him in the future as well. So I do see another child. I have to be honest, I don't feel the timing is right now. I think it's going to be about a year until you're pregnant again. But around this time next year, he said, I'm going to pop back in. So he will make an appearance. You will have a boy, and it will be the reincarnation of this child. And he's excited. He said the timing will be right then. So he's with you. Don't be afraid. Don't be angry. Love yourself and love him. And if you want to love him, then tell him in the future So next time we'll have the timing right and we'll all be in agreement. And you know what? It'll happen, okay? And as he said, I got a sister to Tola, so I think there'll be 2 children in your future. He'll be born. I don't think she'll be born until about 2 years after that, but they're kind of hooked together on a soul cord, so you will have 2, okay? Thank you for writing. Listen, I send you hugs, blessings. You are loved. God loves you. The Spirit is with you. And you are going forward with joy, okay? You love yourself and you love that precious soul. And they're understanding everything, okay? I send you a lot of love. Keep me posted, okay? Thanks. Well, guys, I so love reading, but we're now doing, I'm just so you know, I'm doing a new thing now. This is called Spirit Shout Out Time. I get a lot of letters, and some people just write to say hi, and they're not really asking for a reading, but things will pop through. I'm going through the mail. And so sometimes I pull these letters because the spirit voices pull this letter for whatever reason. So I have some messages. This is the segment of the show we call Spirit Shoutouts. So I want to go through some names here and deliver some messages, and I hope these make sense. They came from the spirit world. My first shout out today is for Myra Pina. And Myra, I have to tell you, you've got a lady around you. Her name is Maria Helena. And she asked me to tell you that she said, tell her that I'm with her and that she's going to have a new year. She said that love is part of 2018. She said love is part of your journey. So this year it looks like, particularly as we get in towards February and March, love is building around you and there'll be a relationship moving forward for you. So your guide asked me to tell you, she's with you, and she said, tell her I'm not leaving her. And she said, love is part of the journey. Hope that helps, okay? All right, I've got another shout out here for Sophia Ng. And Sophia's in the Philippines. And Sophia says, well, actually, she didn't ask them, but I got a message for her. Excuse me. Sophia, I want to tell you, said, there's an issue coming here around a property that's going to be sold, and the spirit people are saying end of March the property sells, and they're saying keep the price you want because you'll get it. Okay, so it looks like there's some property. I believe this is around a family member, a friend, a male that I get that has a property, and it looks like they're saying it will sell at the end of March. Don't lower the price. Hope that helps. Okay. All right. And I got another shout out here for Paige Shields. And Paige, Spirit asked me to tell you this. Hold on. Let me see. I wrote it down so I could remember it. Your spirit people said that 2018 is the year of new beginnings. They're asking me to talk to you about the month of April. And they're saying April is where your power grows. They said that you have a lot of purple energy, which is psychic power. And then from April forward, you're going to be really walking in your psychic self. And they asked me to tell you that you're developing gifts that are connected to animal communication, like talking to animals, dogs, cats, horses. And that you also have the gift of working with souls that are trapped, like earthbound souls, like humans that are fearful to cross over to the light. So your psychic gift is going to develop in the area of mediumship, particularly working with animals and earthbound souls this year. So watch April. There's a big upsurge in psychic power around you. Anyways, hope that helps a little bit. Thank you for writing. Guys, listen. I just realized what time it is. This is all the time I've got for letters today. But I want to thank you for being here at Spirit Chat. I love you guys. Listen, help me out. Please, I need your help. Like this video, favorite it, share it with your friends. Show YouTube that you don't want Psychic Bob to leave. I have been basically notified by YouTube that they do not feel that I'm worthy of promotion or partnership. I was a partner, and they tried to remove my partnership and ask me basically, get off YouTube. We're not going to sponsor you or support you. I don't know why. I do the best I can to help a lot of people, but I need your help now. So if you want Psychic Bob at YouTube, help me by liking the video, share it, tell your friends about it. Help build up my channel, because the alternative is I may have to leave YouTube in the coming few months and go to a different platform. I don't want to, but they've been very hostile to me for some reason, and I don't understand why. And even though I'm psychic, I never see for myself. But YouTube is doing this to a lot of people. They're basically just telling a lot of us, you're not important, go away. So if you want me here, I need your help. I love you guys. Sending you my blessings. We'll see you back here tomorrow for Wiccan Wednesday. I don't know what we're going to talk about yet, but just be here. It'll be fun. I love you guys. Blessings to you. We'll see you then. Until then, may you always blessed be.